I sincerely hope that that did all the things that I wanted it to do. Okay. Well, what do you know? Let's go jump into voice chat. Let's see what's going on the server. It did take me a hot minute to figure out what was going on. Okay, that's open, that's open, that's open. All the things are open. I sincerely hope that you can hear me. Let's see. Let's go check all the things. Okay, YouTube says I'm live. That looks right. What's up, Tyrion? It's always YouTube is always the problem. And I don't know why it's always the problem, but it just always is. Okay, Twitch seems to be running. Nice, okay. Where's my controller? Okay, so let's sleep really quick. We will. So I did complete this gold farm, I don't know, a while back, maybe like a week or so ago. And maybe like a week and a half. But I ended up tearing out what I had built as far as the redstone because it wasn't running correctly. These were locking the hoppers and stuff, so we're gonna fix this really quick. And then we'll get to doing what we're gonna be doing today. Okay. So let's recap what's going on here real quick. We actually have a lot to do today, so we can't spend a ton of time on this. But essentially, all our gold farms, right, they filter in. Then that set and that set go down that side over there and into these filter hoppers, which filter out the gold nuggets and the rotten flesh hits cactus and is despawned. Same thing with this side. So that one and that one flow down here, past these filters, and into the cactus. So that's the gist. These are just standard item filters. What we want to do is this. Right. So we want to come out of that. No, we want to come out this side. right, so comparator out. I don't know. I need to think this through. So then this will come out, right? So that will read the signal. Oh, I know what we need. We need a solid block. And that goes there like that. No, I don't know. I really wish I hadn't torn all this down. We might just skip this and come back to it later towards the end of this stream. I'm quite rattled by the whole trying to get YouTube to working, so I am. I might come back to this. I hate doing redstone on stream because I'm so bad at redstone. Okay, let's go do some building that we actually wanted to do. Bro, I don't have any BrokeRocker tokens currently. So this idea that I would move the majority of my storage closer to spawn. I actually did a little digging off camera where I could move my storage to. But I thought instead of just like placing chests everywhere, that I would build something and then place them in that. I sincerely hope that I place that in the E-chest. I think I did. Let's grab an E-chest though before we go. What's up, walking stick? Yeah, I just like to type the word test into chat. Just to confirm that my combined chat is working. Nobody was on Twitch at the time, so. It never hurts to test things. Doing pretty good, doing pretty good. I can't complain too much. Over the last week or so, I've had some problems with my leg and stuff. Not really my leg, more like my ankle and foot, but doing pretty good today. I've kind of gotten over it. We're taking a new anti-inflammatory medication, so I was sleeping a lot last week, so I didn't stream or really do anything. Anyway, so we're gonna have a couple of minutes to ride to your spawn. I'm on both. I am on both. YouTube was giving me a little bit of trouble, but it always does. I think I might have figured it out, though. So we'll see. Maybe tomorrow won't be so bad. This is why I'm moving to spawn. Yeah, I'm in the tunnel. I'm moving to spawn-ish, and this is why, because of this long tunnel. It's too long. So I'm gonna move the majority of my things to close to spawn, because we're gonna be spending a lot more time at spawn, building and doing and stuff like that. I assume the season will be wrapping up relatively soon, so probably September, October, November, December, probably another 4 months, probably. So I really need to finish up a bunch of stuff and get that done. Yeah, this tunnel, man. I don't know what to do with it. There's nothing to look at. It's a hot mess. It's really too long to decorate or do anything with. It's like 4,000 blocks. Yeah, I didn't play for about a week and a half, so but yeah, there's just some things I need to get done. I've actually been thinking about like just starting a survival series, maybe just on a map by myself. I don't know. I had some ideas about like a stone world, and also maybe just start a survival world. I don't know. I thought it'd be really cool if I had my own survival world, right? Like people could join, just anybody could play on, but it was only available when I was streaming. Like when I'm available, it's available, right? I thought that might be kind of cool. I don't know. I don't know if people would be interested in that, but maybe like a hardcore world. As long as I'm alive, the world's alive. Anyone can play. Anyone can join the hardcore world, but it's only good until I die. Oh man, we're almost to the turn. No, we're not. We're still 600 blocks, 700 blocks to the turn. This tunnel is so long. I'm never basing this far from spawn ever again. Never, ever again. I learned my lesson. 1,000 blocks maximum. I had a pop up at work today. I got a very quick glance at. I think what I saw was from Judd doing 100-day survival, but I'm not positive that is what I really saw. I do think he did something like that. I haven't seen it. I haven't watched the video or nothing, but I do, and I think that video might be several days old. I don't really know. Yeah, that might be what you saw. It might be. I don't really know. But run a rail through the Nether. I hate going through the Nether. I hate the Nether. I actually did have this thing where I thought about like making a survival world, but instead of having the Nether at 8-1, I would just have the Nether at 1-1. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what I'm considering. I'm also, because I've been playing a lot of over the last week or so. I played a lot of what do you call it? Roadcraft. I played a lot of that. I might stream some of that. I've really quite enjoyed that lately. Where am I at? Oh, this is a turn. Yeah, I don't really know. I did make this survival world. It's a custom super flat that I made, and I thought it had a lot of potential for like a survival, like a long term survival world. But it's super flat. Anyway, so the bottom layer of the whole world, there's no bedrock, right? The bottom layer is obsidian, right? So if you want to dig a perimeter, if you want to just void the world, you can dig out whatever you want, right? So you could break that obsidian, make a void if you wanted to. But the rest of the world from there all the way to build height is stone, except for one layer of grass. And then obviously you could belay super flat survival. So the obsidian would still allow you to go to the nether once you obtain diamond tools from a villager, which you could get from zombie villagers, and use a witch to convert them to villager, right? I mean, it would be a super grind, but it would be super possible. So you could still go to the overworld and to the nether. I mean, obviously the end dimension would be off limits unless you made some kind of like different kind of drop where like maybe if you fought the wither, it would drop a end portal, which I think that'd be kind of cool. We're almost there. If I remember correctly, it's at about 400. Here we are. Slow down there, minecart. Anyway, so I dug out this area, right? So I think this is gonna be like my new storage area, close to spawn. It's only like 400 blocks that way to go all the way to the birch house. So it's conveniently located. I forget which way the little switch here is. So I'm gonna run down here and see how I have the switch flipped. Okay, so yeah, it would just go all the way to the birch house. Interesting. I saw that on the marketplace. I just don't know what it is. I don't know anything about RL Craft. I know it started out as a Java thing, which I'm always skeptical of when they like try to port things from Java over to Bedrock because it's never really the same. Okay, there's that. That goes there. We need to make a bunch of black concrete. We're going to need a bucket. Okay, let's go up to the birch house and see if we have a bucket up there. We did not bring a bucket with us. Yeah, I don't know enough about RL Craft to know if I should be playing that or not. I don't really care that much about fighting monsters and stuff. I know that's a lot of what people like to do, but it's not. I don't know if it's for me or not. hopefully we have. I mean, I'm sure we have a little bit of iron up here, but maybe we'll have a bucket. What I'm really interested in is playing, either starting my own or playing somewhere where people are in voice chat and people play together and people do those things. And I'm not sure. BrokeRock is where it's at right now, with people playing together. And I have concerns. So yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at things, different things. I've been playing a lot of driving games lately when I'm not playing Minecraft. I don't know how much people are into driving games, but I love them. Yeah, I'm a big fan of driving games. Occasionally, the monsters freeze in place and don't hit you back, but not often. Yeah, I got a board with a broke record for you and Kyla. Once in a while, I saw Callie on but that was it. I I feel like there are less and less people keeping this place alive. Did I not stop at this? I thought I turned one of those off. I am almost certain I turned one of those off. I must have just been going so fast I blew right past it. Yeah, see, I turned that off. It just went right past it. It was just like, no, fam, we're good. I guess I've turned two of them off. All right, what we are building is we're going to build a giant chest. That's what we're building right now. Which is why we have so much of that, and which is why we need black concrete. And we did not bring flint at all, hardly, right? I mean, gravel. I mean, we brought plenty of. Oh, we don't have a crafting table. We don't have any. Wait, we might have a crafting table in here. Let's look. No crafting table there. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? You think this is going to be a crafting table in here? No. Okay, we don't have a crafting table. We're going to have to go upstairs and get a crafting table. That's fine. I mean, we are not organized at all. to get a different vehicle. It has been hectic. I played a round of Plants vs Zombies here and there. Is about it. No birch. What do I need birch for? I'm building a giant chest. It's made out of, what do you call it? Terracotta, yellow terracotta. Yeah, I just don't. I don't. I mean, I have a bunch of back at the base. This is the problem. Like everything is so spread out. I want to move everything close to spawn. This is gonna be my new storage room. I'm gonna move all my stuff here so that I do have everything when I need to do stuff. Oh, there's probably already a crafting table. What am I saying? There's like 400 crafting tables upstairs. I don't even need to make a new crafting table. Anyway, so we were talking about, like in the title it says, let's dig. I'm going to dig underneath this house. I'm actually going to like tear down this wall and all this stuff out here. And I'm going to build a bottom basement on this. I'm actually going to excavate down to like Y90. So like right here. So like everything from here up is going to go away all the way across, like all the way to everywhere. Back this way, back this way. Pretty much all of this is going to be cut out. I'm going to add a third floor underneath the birch house. I'm going to add like a garden and stuff around it. Like it's going to be quite fancy. But for tonight, we're gonna build this chest. We're gonna go fix our redstone. We're going to dig, and then that'll be it. Or until we get tired of playing. Whichever comes first. Yeah, I'm gonna actually like the birch house doesn't have any functionality to it. Like, it has nothing that like. It's pretty much only designed on the outside. It doesn't even have windows. There we go. Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be a pretty big build. I want to gut the inside of it. I want to add windows. Like I said, all of that search was having all of my supplies nearby. Having to run back out to my base that takes like 10, 15 minutes every time I need something is not a productive way to use time. I'm going to take sole ownership of the birch house. Oh, that's already concrete. Okay. We don't have any more powder. Nice. Okay. So if I remember correctly, this thing is about 14 blocks. No. Yeah, something like that. 1, 2, 3. I watched a tutorial on how to build this probably about 2 weeks ago when I came up with this idea. So I'm building it from memory from 2 weeks ago. I'm trying to dig this out. 2, 3. Oh, we're already out of. Oh, okay. That's going to take a lot more black concrete than I thought it was going to. I believe that we have some. Hopefully, we have some gravel at the base. Yeah, unfortunately, Twitch has ads sometimes. Unfortunately. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's run and grab some gravel, I guess. See, it's so much nicer to only have to run like 400 blocks really quick to go grab something. So once we have this complete, I will move all of my things off camera because I don't expect anybody to watch me move everything. That'd be crazy ridiculous. I'm almost certain we have gravel here. If we don't, I'm going to go steal it from Lever's base. Still ahead, you think? Surely not, right? Do you guys see gravel in here anywhere? Yeah, I don't know who organized all this, but they did a really bad job. Okay, I guess we're going to go steal some gravel. Let's go steal gravel, right? Yeah, we're just going to go over here to Lever's old base and steal gravel. Because I'm almost certain he has some in here somewhere. Now, it's kind of sketchy getting up there. I might, whenever I decide to start building back at spawn, I might go and fix this elevator, make this into something proper. Because how am I going to steal stuff with this sketchy old elevator? This is the sketchiest thing I've ever seen. There's a way. This is legitimately how he gets in his base, or when he used to, anyways. Yeah, I don't have a bartering for him. I should. I mean, my gold farm's not even really complete, so it's hard for me to have a bartering farm since my gold farm is kind of not really 100% yet. That's one of the things we need to fix tonight is go and fix the redstone for it. I thought I had it fixed, but I was playing with it the other day and it was jamming up and just, I mean, giving me all kinds of problems. I don't know where your base is, Walking Stick. I'm going to be really honest with you. You need a proper rating pass? Yeah. Let's see, what do we got here? No gravel. I mean, I can't really blame Liver for this because we kind of just put this stuff in all these chests kind of willy-nilly. I was going to blame him for being so disorganized, but I remember we did this. Surely we are not going to have to go all the way back out to the base and get... I mean, that is coarse dirt in it. Coarse dirt sounds like it might have gravel. Man, are you serious? We're going to have to go find gravel somewhere? I don't know. We're going to go find it. We're going to go find gravel, even if we have to steal it. We'll replace it later. Who is likely to have gravel here at spawn? Who is likely to have gravel? Well, let's just start looking at people's houses. Well, this is Minion. He won't care about steal his gravel. Minion, you dirty dog, man. You don't have no gravel. Let's see. Who won't care? This is Rex. I should dig up that piece of gravel. Whose house is this? I'm not going in there. Oh, that's Jack. He'll be Superman if I steal his gravel. I want to say JP, maybe? My God, where does he go? It don't lead to nothing. Oh, he was doing that. Okay, that makes sense. Man, nobody in this town has gravel. Let's see, what do we got here? Whose house is this? Man, who knew it'd be so hard to find gravel, right? Yeah, I'm not even sure Helper Island is a real place. I mean, people keep telling me about it, but I've never been there, so I don't. To me, it's like New Zealand. I'm not sure that's a real place either. Ooh, this looks promising. What's all this? We're gonna take those 16 gravel. That's like 32. That might be enough, actually. I think this is sitting Callie over here. Let's see if they have any gravel. Oh, I know where there's some gravel. I'm an idiot. I have gravel. Bunches of gravel. Why didn't I think about this before? I have like all the gravel I ever wanted. So close too. I forgot. I mined the tunnels. It's right there. It's right there in the chest. You know, Mesh asked for this stuff. He never did come get it. You know where there's a bunch of gravel? Like right up here. Judd, you're far too lazy to steal anything. Stole all the gravel. I don't know what you would steal it for. Gravel is for working people. Also, there's 0% chance you can clear all these tunnels of all the chests. Because it is a lot of chests in these tunnels. I don't know why I didn't think of that before that was already there. Sometimes, man, I wonder about myself. What's up, Judd? Oh, I am totally shocked, Judd, that you didn't tell the truth on that. Yeah, there's like a billion. When you mine 4,000 blocks, there's a lot of gravel. Yeah, I have a bunch of gravel. I mean, I would assume this is not going to take that long. Building a big giant chest is pretty simple. Let's run for a bit. I'll be back later if you're still on. Hopefully. Hopefully I'm still alive. Yeah, I'm gonna knock this chest out really fast. And then I don't know if I'm gonna dig first or if I'm gonna go fix the redstone at my gold farm. Undecided currently. And I cannot see that. The last thing we need is some creepers or something blowing up our stuff up here. Then it's pretty much just fill it in, right? I mean, it's not rocket surgery. The yeah. So hopefully I get a chance in the next couple of days to move. Just whenever I have free time, just to move a few chests at a time. But this is gonna be my new storage area. That way I'm closer to spawn. I can do more things. I have access to all of my stuff a little more. And really, just primarily the only thing I have out at the old base will be the farms themselves. Because the primary focus of most of my new building stuff is going to be right here at spawn. You're not gonna believe how long it took to grind up all this terracotta. Because I had to like fire it in the furnace first. And that was like the world's slowest furnaces, so it took forever. Oh, you know what I didn't do that I'm suddenly now remembering from the tutorial that I watched? Mm, 28, 30, 42. So there's supposed to be a black stripe. There's supposed to be a black stripe here. Like where it separates the top from the bottom part of the chest. I forgot to put that in. So let's put that in so we can actually make this chest. Like I said, I looked at the tutorial about 2 weeks ago, so I'm kind of doing it from memory. What am I doing? What's up, DST? I am building a giant storage chest so that I can move all of my things to spawn. So that hopefully I can quit having to travel so far to go out to my base here on BrokeRock. And then we're going to fix some redstone that I messed up on my gold farm. And then we're going to do a little bit of excavating underneath the birch house. And then hopefully it's not too late and we're going to go to bed. Yeah, so we're going to knock this chest out really fast and then we're going to go fix our redstone because we're bad at redstone. And the color isn't exactly perfect, but I couldn't find anything better than yellow terracotta that matched the color of a chest. So it's going to have to just be good enough, right? There's a concept that me and my friend DJC talk about sometimes. Like when you build a farm, it doesn't always have to be the world's fastest farm. It just has to be good enough for what you need it for, right? So maybe you don't need like a million whatever per hour. Maybe you get by with just 50. Like, you're better off just building a simple form that you can start using like almost immediately, rather than spending weeks and weeks and weeks on a form that you are never going to need that much product out of it. It's the good enough doctrine. I mean, some people, and sometimes you do need a bunch of stuff. Some people just generally enjoy building the forms. But if you don't need that much of something, like do you really need to spend that much time building it? I mean, maybe you do, but probably not. I was looking at my YouTube analytics, and I know that's a dangerous thing to do, but it said I have almost 2,000 watch hours. Right, I only need 3,000 to become monetized again. And I think if my channel were to become monetized again, I would definitely start doing tutorials again. So like raid farms, iron farms, trading halls, random things, just. But until then, I'm gonna just stream because I quite enjoy streaming when I can get the software to work. I really hate editing videos. I look at DaVinci Resolve, which is the only video editor I currently have on my computer, and it is so intimidating to me. I mean, that looks like a big chest, right? You put that little silver buckle thing right there. I mean, that's a chest if I've ever seen one. I don't remember the guy's name that made this tutorial. He makes a lot of them. It's many years old, but I assumed it was still okay. I think he used some other block. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like the stuff they're doing with the copper golem. Some people were talking about like a copper hopper, you know, maybe that they hoped Minecraft would put that in. I don't see that happening really. That was something people were wanting, but I don't think they're ever going to really automate storage. And I know people are hoping that that's what the copper golem is going to do. And I don't think it's going to be like something you can use like en masse, kind of the same way that like you can't really use a bunch of allies at the same time. I mean, I like the copper golem and I like everything they did with it, but I think people have the wrong hopes for it. I wonder what kind of floor I should put in this thing. Do you think I have enough blocks to put a legitimate floor in here? I doubt I'm gonna have enough blocks, but let's give it a shot anyways, right? I'm assuming I'm gonna put two floors in here, right? I doubt I'm gonna have enough of these blocks right here, so I'm probably gonna pick these back up. Yeah. The solution, I mean, you still need a lot of redstone for doing basics. Yeah, I think we're kind of, you and I are kind of in agreement on this, that the copper golem is not going to be people's sorting solution that they think it's going to be. Don't get me wrong, I like the copper golem, and I had actually wished it had won over the ally originally. I thought it was a better choice at the time. So I'm excited to see the copper golem be put into the game, but I think it's more of like a really niche thing that you kind of do, is like kind of just like fun and quirky to do, but not as a sorting solution for someone's whole server or something, you know. And there will be people who will try to do it, and like maybe they'll succeed a little bit, but ultimately it's not what the copper golem's about. So let's do that. We don't need that stuff. What kind of floor should we put in this thing, you think? What kind of stuff do I have? We could do polished tough or something like that. Yeah, I think the copper golem kind of piggybacks on some of the stuff that villagers do, because it has the same search radius that a villager does. I think they kind of designed it like that, and it has like these weird interactions with iron golems. Maybe we could do like tough blocks. Yeah, I don't see the copper golem being really like being able to be used in mass quantities without having problems. Maybe in like private worlds, right? So like your single player worlds, you might can get by with it, but I don't really know what to make that what do you call it? The little latch out of. Maybe stone, maybe. So let's put in this floor, and we'll put in one more floor, right? And we'll put a scaffolding in here so that we can get from floor to floor. Because we'll have storage at the top too. So I don't know how many. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's do that right there, right? Let's. This is going to be kind of an overflow situation up here. So I don't think it needs to be all that tall up here. All right, man. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I understand. Time zones and things, stuff and things. Maybe I'll try to stream on the weekends and stream earlier or something. I mean, I have to work during the day, so really about 4 or 5 o'clock Central is the earliest I can stream during the week. Yeah, I'm probably not going to stream very late tonight because I've been kind of tired lately. so next time you guys see this, this will have chests all in it. Oh, you know what I should have done? Is I should do this right here. And I should extend this ladder right on up to the top. That way we have like a little cool place up here. And that's that. Let's put all this stuff away. I don't think we're going to need any of this stuff for our repair job out at the gold farm, right? Okay, there's all of that. Let's go grab a few pieces of stone and make a latch. We might change the latch later, depending on how we think it looks. But I'm going to go. I really, really want to knock out that redstone. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have some stone right here. There you go. I knew I'd have some. Scaffold. What is realism craft add-on? Is that RL craft that people were talking about a while ago? Is that what it is? If that's what we're talking about, I don't own that. But maybe. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about it? Hang on. Let me go put a torch right up there because I don't want it to spawn mobs and drop down and kill me. I was gonna say let's go jump in the marketplace and look at it. Make sure that like you're asking for the thing I think you're asking about because somebody was asking me about it earlier. Are you still in the chat? Hang on, let's see. What did you call it? You called it realism. Is this it right here? Wait, which one of these is it? A lot of these say realism. My God, who knew there were so many things called realism? I'm gonna guess no. I can't because there's 10,000 things called realism. Man, who knew? So maybe, I mean, if you send me a link somewhere that I can figure out which one of these things it is you're talking about. So yeah, let's say maybe. But at that point, I mean, I don't know what that is. So now we just have to take it like a really quick couple of minutes to run out there, knock out that redstone that we were looking at a while ago that I was so flustered by. I have worked on this gold farm for so long, and the redstone port has become so tricky to me. I wish you would tell me which realism thing you're talking about. I can't imagine that the mechanics are different. I mean, the base game mechanics should still work, right? They might have added some things on top of that. But I don't know. So you tell me which one we're talking about, there's no way for me to know. I got my comfy chair sitting here tonight. DLX made a new video. Interesting. Well, I don't know if Judd's still here. I should have asked him about his 100-day challenge thing he's doing. I should have asked him about that. Next time. He probably went to bed. It's pretty late in UK land. It's approximately midnight 30 in UK land. Man, this tunnel is so far. This is exactly why I needed to build a new storage area, so I don't have to come out here to the far lands so much. I just have all of my things there at spawn. Man, we might be in bed pretty early tonight. We're cranking through these things. I assumed that the realism thing you wanted to talk about. What's up, Rain? Gotta get ready for school. But I wanted to pop in to say hello and to have a good stream. Thanks, EnhancedRain. EnhancedRain, one of the fellow BrokeRockers. If you aren't subscribed to EnhancedRain, you should be because he's an awesome guy. One of our Australian members. That's why he's going to school right now. Because he's from Australia. We're just riding the rails tonight, man. We're gonna like fix up some things that we need to been fixing up and move some storage around, do a little digging. kind of behind on things because I haven't done anything in like a week and a half. So I got a little sick, and then my leg was bothering me, and I just didn't play Minecraft. I didn't stream. I didn't do anything. I did play a little Roadcraft, which I've really been enjoying. I might start streaming that. I say that all the time, but man, I really like that game. Played a little Motor Town behind the wheel, which is always a good time. We are still 1,300 blocks from even getting to the base. And then we're still like another 200-300 blocks by horseback. That's how long this tunnel is. So long. I know that's what she said, but for real, this is why we gotta move to spawn. I think most Americans have a long weekend this weekend. Labor Day on Monday. I mean, I know I do. I have a long 3-day weekend. So maybe I'll find time to stream and do things this weekend. We shall see. Shout out to the Americans, if there are any watching. Yeah, but for sure, once we cross over that 3,000 watch hours and we get our monetization back here on YouTube, we will be doing tutorials and things again. I just think if I'm going to spend time editing, that I should get paid for it. And it won't be a lot, but it'll be a little bit. It'll encourage me. Getting paid like $2 for a video is better than not getting paid at all. Because I have some big things I've built that I've showed them off on Discord and stuff, but never in a video. In a couple of live streams, I've showed them probably, but I've never made a video about them. I mean, we're talking about like big farms that are like 24,000 and stuff. Gets per hour. I mean, it's kind of farm you got to be really dedicated to build, but if you wanted or needed such a thing, you could really do it. Oh, see that right there? That's my map art. I haven't talked about what that's going to be, but you guys just got a sneak peek of it. It's going to be for future builds. I'm going to ride back by. You can see it again. There is my ridiculous gold farm. When I say we, I mean me, because I'm a redstone dum dum. I've just been having so much trouble with the sorting and crafting into blocks using auto crafters. People are always like, just use the auto crafter, just use the auto crafter, and like, it's such a pain to me to do. It's 1,000 times easier for me just to manually craft stuff. I wonder if I shouldn't just put shulkers here and then use the shulkers to, like, when the shulkers full, just move the shulker to the new crafting thing. I'm not going to do that, but I think I should. Okay, we have, let's see, what do we have here? Crafter, that. Okay, where are we at with this? So that right there should go into the first crafter. Yes. And I know that I can send it into the second crafter, but I'm just not going to. Okay. And then that goes there. And that one goes there. So then I need... Man, this is a lot easier and creative when you can just fly around, right? I don't really know what I'm doing here. So don't be taking anything I'm doing as a tutorial right now. Redstone is not my jam. Right? It's redstone is the devil. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that. Yeah, redstone is the devil. So what I need is that coming out of there like that. And this one coming out of here like that. Right? It needs to be in subtract mode. And it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am so bad at red zone. It should be against the law to be this bad at red zone. Interesting. Now that is ugly as everything, right? Does that fire correctly? That does fire correctly. Maybe I'm a redstone genius. I mean, probably not, right? Okay. Oh, I did that wrong. I did it on the wrong side compared to what I did over here. So this goes over here. No, repeater. And then that goes there. No, this right here is that. Okay, let's think about this one, right? We I just don't think that's going to work out. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work out at all. Okay, let's see. Let's get rid of that and that. Definitely that and that. And that and that. Okay. So if he comes out here and he goes that way. Okay. Hopper goes there, right? No, let's do it on the other side. That comes out like that. Goes there. And that goes there. And that goes there. That goes there. Okay, it goes out this way. Okay, that goes there like that. Oh, nice. Okay. We actually did figure this out. It's ugly and it's gross and all the terrible things that it is, but it is mostly functional. No, I don't want torches here. That's wrong. But torches here, guess what? That's going to melt the ice, and then we're going to have redstone problems. Oh, I knew it. I knew it was going to melt the ice. Yeah. We absolutely do not want that. Okay, let's go turn the machine on and see what we got going here. Okay, not bad. Polar bear, you don't want this smoke, bro. I promise you, polar bear, you do not want the smoke. I've killed better polar bears than you, bro. See, the rotten flesh gets destroyed. The item filters. Pick up the gold. Everything seems to be working fine. No hiccups, no backups. That seems fine. Yeah, I'm going to call this functionally done, right? Even though it's but as ugly. Yeah, so that's part 2. Repair this redstone, which seems to be functioning quite correctly now. Let's check our item filters one more time, right? I mean, that's not, I don't love that, but I don't see gold passing through here. If one item filter did become overloaded, I suppose it could go to the second filter. But yeah, these filters seem to be doing okay. I mean, that one right there seems really full, right? Let me check, make sure my streams are still connected. Yeah, everything's 606. Okay, good. Yeah, so even though these are not terribly fast, because I slowed them down on purpose to make the server a little better, a little safer, a little. I mean, I would say that's pretty smooth. It's a little jittery every once in a while, but you got to remember I'm taking a lot of portals. At least the redstone is functional. everything seems to be running fine. We don't have any real weird build-ups or anything. Okay, so I guess let's turn this off. We'll AFK this later. I guess really the only thing left to do is go do a little digging, right? I don't know how much digging we'll get done until we get bored. This is more redstone than I'm comfortable doing in a build, just saying. So let's sleep, and then we'll get on our horse and we'll get out of here. Oh, we fell back down in there. Rip. Ideally, at some point, we'll come back and decorate this and encase it and do all the stuff and things, right? But for today, we're not doing those things. We are going to get out of here. Oh, what's that new Adam Sandler movie? The Happy Gilmore 2? I don't know, man. I still don't know how I feel about it. I wanted to like it so bad. I love the first one, right? And I don't know if the movie was bad or if it was just okay. I'm kind of more in like the it's just okay camp, right? Like, am I biased because I like the first one so much? Like, if I had never seen the first one, would I really enjoy it? I don't know. Like, I didn't hate it. I wasn't like, this is awful. I mean, I watched the whole thing. I just don't know how I felt about it. I would give it a 5 out of 10. And I like Adam Sandler movies. I'm not one of those like highbrow people that it's like just hates everything. But like, I don't know. Maybe I need to watch it a second time. Also, if you haven't seen it, I feel like they should actually change that's how you play golf. They should make that the new rules. We're it is only 7 o'clock. We got started kind of early. We might wrap this up in the next hour or so. We might knock it off early tonight. Maybe I will look into that. What is that? RL Craft? Is that what he said earlier? Let me scroll back up and see what Wilkins was talking about. I think he was talking about RL Craft. Yeah, maybe I'll look into it. I don't know. I haven't watched any videos about it or anything. I've been watching Minecraft videos lately. I'll look into that RL crap. We'll see. I just don't think I'm the market. I don't think I'm the market for those kind of things. Man, this is, I know I say this every time I ride through this tunnel, and I've rode through this tunnel too many times today. This tunnel is too long. I might cut my BrokeRock streams down to like once or twice a week. Play other games and play other Minecraft places. I don't really have a good place to play Minecraft picked out right now, but I don't know. I'm very tired of playing here by myself. I'm tired of playing on BrokeRock by myself. We've been on for 2 hours, and nobody else is logged into the server. This is like peak after work gaming hours. So if you have a suggestion on where to play or what to play, you should just leave that in the comments. But right now it's looking like Minecraft, 7 Days to Die, Roadcraft, and Motortown. I could play Stardew Valley. I don't know if people would watch that. I've never played Stardew Valley. Yeah, right. I know, right? The I don't know if people would want to play Stardew Valley with me, or if they want to watch me play Stardew Valley. I have that game. I've never really played it. I played about 5 minutes of it one time, and I decided all that reading wasn't for me. But I could get into it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut down BrokeRock to like once or twice a week. We have got the redstone walking stick. We fixed the gold farm. We built the chest, and so really now the only thing left to do is dig. So we're gonna knock out the digging, and we're gonna call it a night. Hopefully, it doesn't take too long. Yeah, so I don't know what the rest of my schedule looks like, but I'm gonna cut down BrokeRock to once or twice a week. I'm gonna stream other stuff, other games, other Minecraft things, stuff and things. Like I said, we've been on here for 2 hours. Not a single person is logged in. And it's not in the middle of the night. This is after work times. This is. I got the gravel. We finished the chest. We're about to go by there. I'll stop by and we'll look at it real quick. We'll look at my new storage area. We fixed the redstone on the gold farm, even though it's so ugly still, but it is at least more functional. When we get to about 400 is where we need to jump out. The gravel we had actually in a chest just right up here that I remembered that I had. So while I think I stole about 16 pieces of gravel, and Twitch. I'm borderline thinking of dropping a Twitch stream. Not that Twitch causes me any problems. Twitch never causes me any problems. I just hate having to quit talking for ads. Even though I am affiliate and monetized on Twitch and am not on YouTube. Nice. Yeah, so we built this big chest right here. This is going to be our new storage area. The gravel was for the black concrete. We're going to put chests and stuff in here. And we have a little bit of a storage area up here also. And then, I mean, we could store a little bit up here if we had to. Maybe some crafting tables and things. But this is going to be our new storage area. This is the closest color I could come to matching the like an actual chest. I think it looks pretty good. If you said, "What is that?" I would say that's a Minecraft chest. Yeah. The top part is a little secret area. But yeah, if I said, "What is that?" you would say, "Oh, that's a Minecraft chest." So that's where my storage is going to be, and it's so close to spawn. It's only like 300 blocks, 400 blocks from spawn. I mean, literally right here. We're literally right here. I think we might actually be passing underneath the birch house right now. So that will make everything like a million times easier. We're going to put in some elevators, some water elevators to go up and down really quickly. We got stuff and things planned for the birch house. We're going to gut the interior. We're going to make a new floor basement. We're going to have places for our horses. We're going to do the stuff and things. We're going to make big elevators for our horses to go up and down. There might be some redstone stuff. You never knew I could put a torch on the side of a chest. Let's just double check that. You cannot, sir. Cannot put a torch on a chest. Not on the side. Not on the front. Not even on top. Yeah. There's going to be a bunch of, like so much of this underneath here, right? This is just a cactus form, but like so much underneath this second level up there, it's just wasted space. I think Judd made some of that stuff. Yeah, you cannot put a torch anywhere on the chest. I don't know where you think you saw what you saw. but you cannot torch the side of a chest at all. Yeah, you can't be done. Oh, the big chest. Yeah. Only on the inside. Yeah, so much of this, this house was built in like the first day or two of the server. And, that was 6 months ago. And it never, ever got touched ever again. Like, it never got finished or it never got anything. It was just, okay, well, let's all just go do something else now. And so, like, I really kind of regret that this house never got any, like functionality built into it. You know what I'm saying? It just is. Yeah, I want to build some gardens, maybe some mazes. I don't know, something. But this this house never got kind of what it truly deserved. I hear a wandering trader somewhere. Unfortunately for him, I don't have any tokens. It's so satisfying breaking bamboo. Just the sound of it alone is so satisfying. I mean, I hope to build this out. It's like a proper mansion. You know what I'm saying? So full, like greenhouses and gardens and mazes and places for books and just. I did try. Can you write a sniffer? Not sure the name is correct, but that one or two updates ago that sniffs out flyers, big bugs. I don't know if you can write it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know that much about sniffers. I'm gonna say no. I did crouch and try to place those torches. Can't be done. Yeah, this house actually needs proper windows, proper everything. It was built so hastily and then just as hastily kind of abandoned by its builders. And it never had a functionality. No one ever really like called it their base. But I'm going to move to the birch house now and make it proper. We're going to do some map art things, especially up on the tower. We're going to give it like a proper clock face. Incarnation. Oh, this is some Judd stuff right here. I know a Judd job when I see it. This is what I'm talking about. I was thinking of the signs you can crouch and add on top of a chest. Yeah. You can do signs on a chest, absolutely. Just not a what do you call it? A torch. Torch no, sign yes. You do item frames too. I'm a big fan of item frames. Guaranteed inside the birch house, there's a million pieces of dirt. And they could have easily filled that in, right? So, like, they could have filled this in easily. Easily, all this could have been filled in. Was it? Nope. Shoddy craftsmanship. So I am going to rebuild it. But tonight we're tearing stuff down to build it back better. We're gonna build back better. Yeah. I have a chest right here in my inventory. I'm gonna dump right here. Okay, let's go around here on this side. So we got. I think we're good. I think we're ready to just start digging it out, right? I think that's the only thing left to do is just dig it out. We do have a little bit of torches, but we also have some stuff in our chest. I know for a fact I have a bunch of coal in my chest, so if we run out of torches, we'll be fine. Okay, I believe this is the highest point around here. Yeah. I mean, I have a bunch of coal too, anyways. And if worst case scenario, I could always turn these trees into charcoal. We'll get all this land cleared. I don't think it's going to take that long. I don't think it's that big of an area to clear. But it will give me a little bit more of a footprint, right? So like as I go down the mountain, the base gets bigger. So it will give us a little bit more room to do a few things, especially here in the back of the house. You know, I didn't really run this by the other people who kind of sort of co-own this house. I didn't run any of this by them. I don't do that kind of stuff. I just start doing things, and I get forgiveness later. I need to contact DJC about that creaking heart stuff. I think it'd be cool to have one of those. And I don't want to walk a million miles to go get it. Maybe that would be cool to like encase the gold farm in is resin, like a big resin building around it. Oh man, this is gonna be one of those countries. Yeah, we're gonna knock this out super quick. We're gonna worry about sorting things for another time. Maybe when we start moving our storage chests up here. There's some coal right there. Oh no, that's cobblestone, sorry. Like I said, a lot of this was built on like day one, so there's gonna be like weird blocks under here and stuff. Because I'm sure we patched in, like, we probably patched the caves and stuff at the top. That's what that cobblestone is about. We honestly thought the birch house was getting too big, so a lot of this we just we thought about doing, but we didn't do because we didn't want to make the house any bigger. But now I'm ready to make it bigger. I think it needs more rooms and more functionality, more. You know, and I hate when people say this, but maybe it needs a little bit of lore to it, right? Yeah, absolutely. Like the first week, you know, we barely had stone tools back then. Yeah, I want to build the birch house out in such a manner that, like, people maybe want to see a tour of it. Be like, oh, I'll give you a tour of my house. I want to build an estate. Yeah, see what I'm saying right here? See, Judd built this little farm under here. But look at all this room he just like didn't use. Look how far the house goes back, and this block only goes like 10 blocks back or whatever. So, I mean, like, all this room is just wasted. These could have been like somebody's rooms or something under here. He said, I don't really want to break the farms, but I mean, these farms will be rebuilt at a later date, probably somewhere. But I'm going to leave them for now. But did I break it? Did I break redstone? I didn't even notice. I don't think I broke anything. I'm almost certain that Judd is the one that built that. And unless he tells me he didn't, I'm just going to stick with that story. And then I am going to put... This one is going to be grass and dirt. And then another one's going to be everything else. I was pretty sure I didn't go near it, but... Yeah, I think Judd did that, right? So like I said, it's just like literally like 10 blocks into here. And like this had the potential to be like hallways or like lead to other rooms and stuff. It just never went to anywhere. So I think it's just a waste. It's a waste to have it just like right here underneath the house. I mean, we could dig this whole basin out to down all the way to bedrock if we wanted to. I don't know that I really want to do that, but we could do it. And this will come in time, but right here on the side of the clock, I mean on the side of the tower, I want to build like a map art clock to like put like an actual clock on the side of the building. That's a further down the road kind of goal, but I think that'd be cool. Maybe we'll make it something funny like 420 or something. We'll figure out something for what time it is on the server. There should be a cactus farm over here too. Similarly built to that other one. It's kind of funny when you see somebody build a farm, right? So like a lot of their farms will look the same way because they only learn certain things and they just repeat them over and over in every farm. Yeah, here's the cactus farm. And neither one of these farms are very big, and it really just is kind of like waste space. It could have been used so much better under here. Like look at all the room that's just underneath here. And at the time, none of us cared because nobody wanted to live here at this space, anyways. We were mainly just making it so huge to like make it the biggest one on the server. Fun fact: the roof of this building was supposed to be resin. We were going to make a resin roof, but nobody had a resin farm at the time, and I got impatient and said, "Hey, I have a bunch of emeralds," and we made it emerald. This is right here. This is part of the old ramp that used to go down the bedrock that I built. And then I filled it in at one point. General. You know, I've never used them as a car insurance company, but Shaquille O'Neal, he's a big investor in that, right? So like he owns part of the company now. And he was talking about how when he was broke, you know, he's a broke college student and stuff, that he used the general car insurance, and that's why he invested so heavily in it when he became rich. Shaquille O'Neal, man, that guy is you know, you think he's just a dumb basketball player, but man, he is super smart. And I saw this interview with him, and it was like the coolest thing I think I've ever seen like an athlete say, is that he says whenever he's out, he'll sign an autograph for whoever, except for if he's eating or doing something like that, right? Something like where he's clearly busy and you shouldn't bother him. He goes, but if it's a kid, he goes, even if I'm eating, I'll sign the autograph. But if you're an adult, if you're bothering me in the bathroom or if you approach me while I'm eating, he goes, never. He's like, I will not sign anything for you. And then he goes, if I'm out eating, just wait till I'm done eating. He's like, then, you know, like when I get it from the table, then just run over there and have me sign it. And he goes, I'll sign it every time. And he goes, but I'll never turn away a kid no matter what. He goes, I'll never not sign a kid's autograph. But he goes, if you're an adult, you know better. You don't interrupt people while they're eating. I thought that was really cool. Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal has become super wealthy because of all of his endorsements and investments. Right? He made a lot of money playing basketball, but he became so much more wealthy after basketball through just being smart. I hear zombies. Yeah, maybe. I mean, as an adult, you shouldn't send your kids in either. Like, you should just wait till they're done. Like, just like wait outside the bathroom or whatever. Don't try to talk to somebody in the bathroom. That's weird. I get it sometimes when celebrities are annoyed by people, because like if I was in the bathroom trying to use the bathroom and somebody's like trying to talk to me while I'm peeing or something, I'd be like, no, bro, like you're done. Yeah, we're done talking. Like I'm signing nothing. So I really get that, because I would find that super annoying also. But yeah, I think it's just really cool that he says he will always stop and sign a kid's autograph, no matter what. Probably not that a lot of kids know who Shaquille. I mean, maybe they do. I don't know if people still know who Shaquille O'Neal is, like kids and stuff. Because it's, even though in my mind Shaquille O'Neal played basketball like 2 years ago, it's probably been like 15. Oh yeah. Where he spent the most money at Walmart ever of anybody. Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal is a really interesting guy. I don't. Yeah, he's a pretty smart guy. Yeah, it really is. It is. It's nice when you see athletes and other famous people realize that Like when you realize that they don't have a super huge ego, that they remember when they were little kids and they were just fans of a sport and things like that. It's genuinely really refreshing to find out somebody famous is like just a good, nice person. Once we get all this stuff right here cleared out, it should go pretty fast. Like I said, it's not even that big of an area we're mining now. It's one of those things that just has to get done. And normally I don't do a lot of digging on camera. So we might not even finish this just whenever I get tired of talking. But yeah, if we are in this early and you come back next time, then don't be surprised when this is all mined out. You know, I remember watching Shaquille O'Neal play, and he kind of changed NBA forever because back in the day, like backboards just weren't very well built, and it was super common to see him break one in a game, and like they'd have to like trot out a new basketball goal and fix it and stuff. Like that was super common, and you almost never see that now. And like I don't know if it's just that people aren't as big as he are, or if they made a better basketball goal, like backboard and stuff. Like it was super common to just see him just shatter a backboard and just glass rain down on top of him. I should look into that, see if they actually did design one. I'm sure they did. I'm sure they changed the design of it to make it shack proof. But I can't tell you the last time I saw somebody break a backboard. Hondas, man, good cars. You know, they're not the most exciting car in the world, right? But like Hondas, man, they'll just go forever. If you keep the oil and stuff changing them, they'll just last forever. I'm a big fan of Honda motorcycles too. It's my jam right there. Old Honda motorcycles. That's my addiction. The old CB 750s and stuff. Good times. I hear Zambi. There's got to be a cave under here or something. I hear them zombies. I hear them. Oh, look at there. Our inventory's full again. Be like zombies. Man, 20,000 miles is nothing. You know, back in the day, you know, a car would be clapped out at 20,000 miles. You know, at 100,000 miles. But nowadays, man, 100,000 mile car is just getting started. Like the fuel is better. The everything is better about cars now. I know people talk about the good old days and how like old cars were better. They just weren't though. That's just a lie. That's just misremembering. Cars back in the day were not better. That's that's crazy boomer talk right there. They might have been better looking. Cars nowadays though are so much better in like every single way. I think those three wheelers are against the law now. The big red ones, the three wheelers that had like the big balloon tires. I think those are against the law. They were so dangerous. I'm pretty sure I don't know about Canada or whatever, but in the US I'm pretty sure they're against the law. Yeah, those old Honda three wheelers were amazing because like you could air up the tires really big and like drive them across the water and stuff. And they had like a pull cord start. I mean, like they were so good, like like nothing to break on them. Like it was just. But yeah, they were hecka dangerous. I don't think they're illegal to own. I think they're illegal to sell new. Like they can't make them anymore. The four wheelers are fine. The quads and stuff are fine. I just don't think they can sell those three wheelers because I think they're against the law. I'm almost certain. There was a bunch of lawsuits because they would flip over. If you turned them too sharply, they would just throw you on the ground face first. But yeah, they were really amazing machines because, like I said, you could just like really air up the tires and just drive them across the water. I am almost certain that they're against the law. I mean, we could look it up, but I would bet dollars to donuts that I'm right about that. Like I said, you can still have them. I just don't think they can sell them new. I see them on the Facebook Marketplace from time to time. That's how good they are. stuff from like the 80s is still, people still just, they're still chugging along. They're just like, yeah, this Honda 3-wheeler from 1985 works perfect. $1 million. People didn't know how to steer them and got themselves hurt. Yeah. Like I said, if you were going really fast and you turned it too sharp, essentially it just threw your face into the dirt. So I'm pretty sure they outlawed them being sold new. It's kind of hard to make something illegal after you've sold it to them, you know. Be like, you know, all those 3-wheelers we sold last week, they're all against the law now. Turn them back in. You're all criminals. But I think they just banned Honda and other manufacturers from selling them. You know, there were other manufacturers selling those, but really, you know, if you didn't buy Honda, you were some kind of idiot. You know, like you could get the Suzuki ones and things, but you know, it was either Honda or go home, right? Man, I think it's about the storm here. I can hear the thunder. Yeah, they were super fun to ride, but they were just quite dangerous. Like I said, my cousin had one, and we would air up the tires and drive. We would jump it across the tank dam, like we would come up on the backside of the tank dam, and jump it and land it into the little pond there. Like I said, they'd float. If you aired up the tires all the way, they'd float. And there weren't like any there wasn't like there was not a battery or nothing. I mean, there wasn't. I guess there was like a little stator or whatever that ran the headlight, but it wasn't like there was a lot of complicated electronics because it was just pull start. So they ran forever. They, you know, were dead simple. Just an absolute blast to ride. That's why we can't have nothing nice. We can't have nothing nice because people get hurt and ruin it. Can't have lawn darts. We can't have any of that stuff from the 80s. We were wilding out back then. Yeah, we can't have lawn darts. We can't have 3-wheelers. We can't have Crystal Pepsi. We can have none of the good stuff. You know, there's these people that sell these really vintage like sodas and stuff, right? So like, you know, like I mentioned Crystal Pepsi, but that's not the only one. So like there's like all these sodas that you can no longer get and stuff. There's people that like have old cans of those and sell them, and they're so expensive. And I'm just thinking, like, man, that is so gross. That can is 40 years old. Yeah, we might finish this layer right here and call it a night. I hear the thunder rumbling. I hate to be online and use my computer and stuff whenever it's thundering. I doubt you guys can hear, but I can hear the thundering over my headphones. I'm just always so worried that like there's gonna be like some kind of weird voltage spike or something. It's gonna blow my computer up. And I have a surge protector and all the things, but I don't know. I come from that generation where like our parents lied to us and told us not to take baths during lightning storms and stuff. They tell us crazy stuff like that. They're like, don't be in the bathtub during lightning. You get struck by lightning in the bathtub. And like now as an adult, I think, well, that's so stupid. How would it, like, why wouldn't it just ground itself out through the pipes before it ever got to me? But at the same time, I think, man, that's going to blow up all my electronics. You know, and lightning has struck the house I live in several times. Not just the house I live in, but like a different house that I'd lived in. One time it struck our TV antenna and like got the TV and like a bunch of electronics in the house. And a few years ago, lightning struck the transformer like down the street, and it got one of our TVs. So that was recently, like over voltage and stuff happens. But when it struck the TV antenna, it got the TV, it got the phone, it got the microwave. Like it blew up like half the house. There was these scorch marks on the wall where the TV antenna wire came in. Lightning is crazy. We just hear this like loud explosion, and like the smoke alarms start going off because they're not wired in, so they didn't get fried. But the house is just full of smoke, and because like the wiring and stuff had like burned up and melted, and it got like so much of the electronics in the house. And it was weird because some of the electronics it got and some of it didn't. It just so like the VCR that was sitting on top of the TV didn't get struck, but the TV obviously did, and the like I said the phones, but the computer in the house didn't get struck, but like the microwave did, and like the refrigerator was fine, and you know the air conditioning was fine. It was just really random the stuff it hit, stuff that wasn't on the same circuit. So yeah, whenever it's lightning, I try to shut my computer down. I mean, I could replace it, but I would be sad about it. Yeah, that stuff happens. It's so random what it hits and what it doesn't hit. Like I said, we had one of those really tall metal TV antennas because we lived out in the country, and it hit that, and it got the TV, and it left this huge, just black mark all down the wall. So yeah, lightning freaks me out a little bit. Not that I'm worried about it striking me, but just my electronics. I would be so sad. I'd be like, oh, me so sad. Yeah, so let's just consider this that we finished all this tonight. We did get the gold farm working, and we did get the chest built, but we're gonna call it, I think, and we're gonna come at this maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We're gonna do something. There will be a stream tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be on BrokeRock or if it'll be something else. But yeah, I hear that rumbling pretty close now. I don't want to. I don't want to not ever stream again because my computer's blowed up. So yeah, let's call that.